Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Julie. Hello, hi, how are you? I've been kind of inactive on this channel for a bit. I'm very sorry about that, but I have some very good news. I've been enjoying my readings a lot, and I've been reading a lot and filming a lot, so expect a few new videos coming this month. The first one being a huge book haul, because this girl has been buying a lot of books lately. It is my therapy and it has made me feel so good. These are all the books that I bought recently. So if you want to know what got my attention lately, well, just keep on watching this video. I've been buying actually a lot of romance because I have been in such a romance mood. And I'm loving my romances lately, like really enjoying them, having the best time reading romance. So there is a lot of romance. There are also a few new releases. Maybe should I just do piles of like romance and then fantasy? I don't even know how to count. This is so bad. We only have 5 fantasy books. Is it 5? Yeah, 5 fantasy books. So let's go through these and then we will go on to the romance pile. But first book that I actually got for Christmas is Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Last Hours series from the Shadowhunters universe, and this series follows James Herondale, Matthew Fairchild, and they are dealing with demons and the basic Shadowhunter thing as always. So this is the second book, and the third book comes out later this month. So I actually want to read this month, but I don't know because I'm really not in a fantasy mood. But we have this. So yeah. Next book I bought is Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. This is a new release from this month, and it is the second book from the Ninth House series, Duology. I don't even know if it's the last book. Well, I don't think so, but anyways, Ninth House is like a dark academia fantasy book which follows a girl who enters Yale University. Alex, that's her name, and we follow Alex in this University of Yale, and she is like in a, I don't even know, like a sorority or something like that. Is it really? I don't know, a group. And there's this guy Darlington, and he introduces her to this world and what she needs to do, and it's kind of weird. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's actually really good, and I need to read this second book. Yeah. Then the next 2 books kind of like go together. We have Imagine Me by Tahereh, Mafi, and Believe Me. So this is the 6th book in the Shatter Me series, which is the last book from the series if you do not count the like novellas, and this is the final novella from the Shatter Me series. Shatter Me series is a dystopian book series in which we follow Juliet, who has been imprisoned for like 300 days, or I can't remember how many days, but she has been really hidden away from the world, and she has this power that is really destructive, and so she has learned to fear this. And basically there is this guy, Aaron Warner, who tries to empower her and to make her feel like you're not actually that dangerous, you just need to learn to control this power. It's a good series, guys. Last book from the fantasy pile is a book that I was actually given by the author, and it's a book that I already read as an ARC, and it is Modern Divination by Isabel Agajanian. That's so hard to say, I'm very sorry if I'm mispronouncing this. And this book is like witchy vibes. So basically we follow Aurelia as she struggles using her power, and there is this classmate that she doesn't really like because he once said something mean to her, but not to her but to his friends, and she eavesdropped it. And she doesn't like him. But basically there is this dinner they go to together, and there is a classmate who dies, and the guy, he's like, we're in danger, we need to hide for a few weeks, and so they go to his family's house together. There is forced proximity, enemies, no, academic rivals to lovers, and I don't know, there is like this cozy vibe to this book, guys. Really, you should read it. I loved it so much. I just loved it so much. And also the author kindly gifted a few fan arts, which I'm so happy with. And the author is the one who drew these, and they're so talented. But yeah, definitely read this book. I think I talked about it in my last vlog, actually. I think it's in my vlog, but definitely recommend this book. Then let's start the romance pile, which is a bit more thick than the fantasy one. I don't know why I've been in such like a romance mood. I think maybe it's because I kind of feel like I've now read the most popular fantasy book series, standalones, blah blah blah, and I kind of feel like I'm at this point of where I go to the bookstore, it's like either the books that I already read, either the books that I'm really not interested in, and so I kind of find myself bored now reading fantasy. So I've been going into the romance genre a bit more, and I'm actually trying to expand my genres a bit. Like, I actually want to dive into thrillers, but that will be another video. I'm teasing you a little bit. But yeah, so romance it is. I don't know, I am like really into a contemporary romance mood, and also I feel like because I haven't read so many romances, I kind of still have this like thrilling discovering beginner folly, I guess you would say. And so whenever I'm seeing like a romance on TikTok or like on YouTube, someone saying, oh my god, it's so good, I'm adding it to my TBR and I'm buying it. There's my neighbors watching me sometimes, it's fine. And so yeah, this is what has been happening. Basically, I just see someone saying, oh, that was good, and I buy it. I don't go and check what it talks about. I'm like, okay, I'm trusting you, I'm buying it. I don't know, I just want to discover this and read as many romances as possible. So yeah, so we have a lot in here. I do plan, I'm teasing you a little bit again, I do plan on doing like a week of me reading only romance, but I don't feel like I can do that like a week really, because I'm working, so realistically I'm not reading so many books in a week. I'm just like reading 1 or 2 books in a week and then a lot on the weekend. But I kind of want to do something kind of like that, you know, like reading romance, or like 5 romance in a row, whatever, I don't know, we'll see what I do, but I plan on doing this. So you might have a video of me reading one of these books. But yeah, let's just dive into this. First book is Dating Dr. Dill by Nisha Sharma. So as I've told you, I don't know what these books talk about. I just know that this is an enemies to lovers with a lot of angst and banter. I saw this on TikTok. I think I saw like someone posting a quote of this on TikTok, and I was just like, okay, I'm buying this. So I don't know what it talks about. Doctors. I think I saw this on Instagram, the dedication, and it is for the women who have been taught to lower the standards. I hope you never do. Yeah, thank you. Then we have Part of Your World by Jimenez. I don't know if you say Jimenez or Jimenez, like if this person is Spanish or not. I don't know. But this is an age gap reversed romance. So basically the girl, I think she's 38 and the guy is 28 or something like that. And I don't know what it talks about. Again, I think this one, where did I see this one? I think it was Sarah Carolee. So like one of her videos, and she said it's a good one. So I'm really excited to read this, because it's really not the type of romance style I read typically, but I always just like, I'm gonna read it. I don't care. We're trying new things here. This book is one of my most anticipated readings of this year. I filmed me unboxing this in my vlogs, so if you watch my vlogs you probably saw a few of this book already, but if you don't, there you go. It is Darling Venom by Parker S. Huntington. It is, I don't know what it is. It's a romance. I think she fell in love with like a guy, and then the guy I don't know, but in my mind, the guy dies. Well, my first love ended in tragedy, so in my mind, the guy dies. And then she, a few years later, I guess, she falls in love with his brother. I'm interested in this. It says my first love ended in tragedy, my second began with his brother. I'm really, really excited to read this book because I've heard so many good things about it, and I just see people raving about it, so I need to read this very quickly. The next book I bought is Layla by Colleen Hoover. From what I've heard, it's a weird kind of like mystery book where the guy, I must be honest, okay, it's my moment of honesty with you. I started this book. I read 68 pages of this book and DNF'd it. Because I can't understand a single thing from this book and I just don't want to. And I hate the guy. But from what I've read and what I've heard, basically the guy is with this girl, Layla, and she has an accident. And so they decide to come back to the place where they first meet, which is this house, like this huge, it used to be like a bed and breakfast, and now it's just like a house to sell. And they go back here and weird things happen in this house, and I think there's a little something of a romance with the ghost and the guy, which doesn't make sense to me, and I absolutely hate this guy, so I DNF'd it. I might read it like at some point because it's not that big, but I'm really, really not convinced by this. If anyone has read this and liked it, please let me know so you can hype me up for this, because I'm really desperate right now. Next is a second chance romance. Now, I think I've discovered my favorite trope in romance, and it is second chance romance. But I bought Ghosted by J.M. Darhower. Don't know what it talks about, but I was just, you know, going through the pages like this, and I saw this and I was like, what the fuck? And this, and basically I kind of read the synopsis a little bit, and from what I understand, because I didn't read the entire thing, but from what I get is that they were together, like the guy and the girl, they were together, and I think the girl got pregnant, but then they broke up or something like that. And then in the present, the girl, like their daughter is kind of, is it a daughter or is it like years later, the only thing they share is a daughter, one who has no idea her father plays her favorite superhero. But Jonathan is desperate to make amends, and at the top of his list is the woman who gave up everything for him and the little girl he hasn't met yet. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of like famous romance. Like, I didn't yet read Better Than the Movies because I'm not sure about this. Whenever one of the characters is famous, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm saying this, but I love the Calloway Sisters series. I don't know, but the guy's an actor, and I was just like, I'm not sure about this. Oh, do you know what? I'm really into this. The first sentence is, he's a troubled young actor. Also, I used to hate whenever a kid was involved in a story. Now regret. I will let you know. Next book is a very huge, popular book right now on TikTok, Instagram. I don't know about Twitter because I deleted my Twitter. Just don't know anymore. But it is Magnolia by Jessa Hastings. Once again, it is actually about two famous people, which I kind of regret now, but I'm like, oh no, do you know what? I really want to read this. From what I've heard, it is like Gossip Girl in a book. It's about toxic relationships and toxic people, and I was like, okay, I'm into this. I've already heard this. Like, basically the guy, I think he like cheats on her. I don't know. I'm ready for the drama. Like, I really want this. So I bought it, and I'm really excited to read this. Next book is another very anticipated reading that I still haven't picked up because I'm an indecisive bitch, but it is The Confidence of Wildflowers by Micalea Smeltzer. And this is an age gap romance. The girl is 18 and I think is like 30. He's 31. The girl's 18, he's 31, and she babysits his daughter or his kid. Is a son. She babysits his son, and they fall in love. And I've heard so many good things about this book. The second one, I've heard a lot of bad things. Like, basically they said like it's an epilogue, but extended epilogue that doesn't make sense and shouldn't be an entire book. But this one I've heard a lot of good things, and I just love a good age gap romance. I need to read Birthday Girl. I should add it to my shopping list. You see, I should not do an age gap video. Oh my god. Next book is one that a friend gave me for Christmas, and that is My Mechanical Romance by Alexene Follmuth, which is who is actually Olivia Blake, but this is her romance pen name. I don't know what it talks about. It's just Olivia Blake. I kind of feel like it gave me the Ailey Hazelwood vibe because of the mechanical, and it's like two nerds. It's a short one. It's like, oh my god, this is a really short one. It's 260 pages long though. Then next book is another one that a friend gifted to me for Christmas, and that is Funny You Should Ask by Elissa Sussman. Another famous story. Actually, I've heard a few bad reviews about this, but I don't care. You know, there's a bad review, I'm gonna read it. So yeah, very excited to read this. I don't know what it talks about. Last book that I bought is the one that I read. I read it, okay? And it made me change my mind about a lot of things. It is Final Offer by Lauren Asher. So this is the last book from the Dreamland Billionaire series. The first one was The Fine Print, second one Terms and Conditions, and this one Final Offer. And actually, like, each book follows a different brother from the same family. In order to get their inheritance, they need to accomplish a few missions, I would say. And these missions are basically what the books are all about. And so this one is about Callan, the last brother, and his mission is to go back into his Summer Lake house and to sell it. The thing is that when he goes to this Summer Lake house, there's a little surprise. His ex-best friend slash girlfriend from 6 years ago, and things ended up pretty nasty between them, and he promised her that he will never come back. So when she sees him, she's like, are you kidding me? So yeah, I'm not gonna give you too much because I'm gonna do a wrap-up video, but there's a child involved and it's a second chance romance, and now I'm digging this. Like, I'm really, if you give me that, like, second chance romance with a child, like, yeah, okay, I'm reading this. So that was all the books that I bought lately. Hope that you enjoyed this huge book haul. I will try and buy less books, I swear. But I still feel like buying books and reading books are two very different hobbies. So I can buy books actually without feeling guilty. I do feel good actually. It's okay. That's it for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos. And I will see you guys very soon in another one. And until then, take care. Bye, lovelies.